Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Love Cup, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Galarian Slowbro. Galarian Slowbro on a very powerful team that I actually created to fight against those nasty double charm teams. But would you know, guys, did not see it once. We came close to seeing it, but not quite what I was after, but it still performed beautifully. It performs very well up against everything in between. And also on this team, as the closer, Charizard in the back behind Slowbro and Scrafty. Charizard, we all know this thing is insanely overpowered in this cup. It's especially strong as a closer, which is why we've got it on the team, as well as an added layer of charm coverage in the Love Cup. And you want to protect Scrafty from those charmers, which is why we've got the two Pokemon we have in the back. I didn't quite want to go double poison or double fire. I wanted to keep the team relatively balanced. And like I said, even if you don't see double charm, it will perform very well on everything in between. And before we dive into the featured side of the video, going to start things off with some bonus battles that I thought were a lot of fun. Here we go. This is the lead you want to see with this team, Lickitung. Lickiting's a very strong lead, and they safe swap into a Scrafty. So we're going to come in with our Charizard, as Scrafty can actually hit both of our Scrafty and our Slowbro for super effective. So Charizard is the alignment you'll want if they decide to safe swap a Scrafty. We did shield up the foul play successfully and going to overload a little bit and look to take out the Scrafty with a blast burn. It would be excellent if they let this go, and they do, deciding to cut their losses. The reason why it's fantastic is because we leave this mid-game matchup relatively healthy and with loaded energy. And loaded energy on Charizard is absolutely lethal in this meta. They come back in with the Lickitung, and we're going for that blast burn, doing big damage to probably the tankiest Pokemon in the meta, I would say. And now Charizard had done the job. We're gonna let this go. I don't think a body slam will quite KO, but the licks will, but not before we can get off a Dragon Claw to add insult to injury, chipping away at the Lickitung. Charizard putting in work, and they get a little overzealous, and they go for the snipe, not having a clue what we had in the back. So this is fine. We are down a shield, but guys, you don't have to be afraid of tanking a Psychic from Medicham. It does a decent chunk, but we are double resisting these counters, and they have to go for another Psychic to take us out. So we are going to go for the Sludge Bomb. When shields are up, you'll definitely want to be going Sludge Bomb up against Medicham. When shields are down, you can go right for that Psychic. They did shield up our first Sludge Bomb, and we are going for Sludge Bomb number 2. They can let... no, that would have been getting them pretty low. I was going to say they could probably let it go, but they cannot. We're fine to let this go, speaking of, and it's just a power-up punch bait. You absolutely love to see it. Not giving up that last shield, and the reason why is because Scrafty's tanky enough to survive these counters and get to a foul play. It's just about in foul play range. They tried baiting again. Not going to happen. We get to this foul play, and that's going to be enough for us to say bye-bye to the Medi. Go home, Medi. And we will counter down that Lickitung, and they promptly top left as they saw the writing on the wall. It was over. Good game, well played. I'm telling you guys, if you see double charm, it is amazing, but this team does very well against everything else. Here we go. Charizard lead. Got to go into our own Charizard for the mirror. The reason why is because Charizard outpaces Galarian Slowbro, and Scrafty takes super effective damage. So safest play is to go into the mirror, and I generally go straight Dragon Claw when shields are up. It does enough neutral damage combined with the wing attacks to just about get the job done, and a lot of trainers will look to bait you and then go for that big blast burn, all the while you were doing consistent neutral damage across the board. So that's how I like to play Charizard. And we are trading shields here. We've got both of theirs. They're about to get ours here with a Dragon Claw. We would have survived, but we kind of want to get this either get this Charizard low or just take it out. It's quite telling that they are staying in here. Something in the back doesn't want to see a Charizard. And for those of you who watch this channel regularly, you might have an idea what might be in the back. These overzealous trainers, we were loving it all day. Yes, snipe and lock yourself in, not knowing what we have. There's the Medi. And what I was hinting at is my previous video with Charizard Double Fighter. The beauty of this team is you can do quite well up against that team as well. Like I always say, guys, if you create a team and you can accurately read it, you'll know how to beat it. And that's exactly what we're doing here. As you can see, we tank a Psychic quite comfortably. And this is just a power-up punch. This is not going to cut it. We're about to farm this Medi down and leave with loaded energy. I'm expecting a little switcheroo here, guys, so be on the lookout for that. It takes a little bit of experience. There, they tried the old switcheroo. That is not going to happen. Not falling for that. And we will go for the Sludge Bomb here. It's not quite going to KO, but it will allow our Scrafty to come in here with a health advantage, and they saw what was coming their way. They were going to get the counter, power-up punch beat down, and they concede the match. Good game, well played. Yeah, guys, this Slowbro team was absolutely putting in the work, and here we go. Hisuian Electrode. You don't see too many of these, but this is a pretty neutral matchup here. And of course, if things go awry with our Scrafty, we do have a poison type to handle this. Looks like they're going to Wild Charge and dip. We do tank a Wild Charge, so we're going to let that go. Not going to give them an early shield advantage, and they make a play into a Charizard. So we will mirror with our own Charizard. That's generally how I like to do it, although if you find yourself in a situation where their Charizard's health is compromised, you could come in with Slowbro and look to farm down. But that's not the case here. They came in, we're both on even health, so I like to come in with my own Charizard to mirror here. And we did shield up their first move, and we're going to fire back with a Dragon Claw of our own here. This is Dragon Claw range 100%. And we're actually going to let this go here. Probably not the best idea, but their Charizard is quite low as ours really put in the work on it. Sometimes I'll let that Blast Burn go through and look to come in and load up on energy with Slowbro, and that's exactly what we're doing here. This is just a Dragon Claw. We do not have to shield this at all. It's going to chip a little bit, but we are still in the green and the Charizard is gone. Two things that you absolutely love to see in Pokemon Go Battle League, and they're going to come back in with their Grass-type Hisuian Electrode. Yes, by all means, please do. Going to shield up the big Wild Charge. That would do quite a bit. And they've got a Medi in the back, so this is fine. We've got loaded energy from that farm down, and we got a little bit off of that Hisuian Electrode. Going to put the pressure on this Metagam here with a Sludge Bomb. For those of you unfamiliar with Galarian Slowbro, it hits pretty darn hard. And if you've got good PvP IVs, it's got some decent bulk as well. Gonna go for that Sludge Bomb there. Probably could have gone Psychic. They are over farming for days. Not sure what they're doing, but it does not matter. We had loaded energy of our own. Going for this foul play. Go home, Medi. We counter down. And that Hisuian Electrode was hanging on by a thread, and they do promptly top left. Good game, well played. I had a lot of fun with those bonus battles, but we now move into the featured set of the video, and looky what we have here. We've got a Mad Cargo. That's a Juicy Leap. They make a play into a Charmer, and oh my goodness, guys. I was grinning from ear to ear when I saw this. This is what this team was designed for, guys. This is looking like double charm. Oh, and they let that Blast Burn go. Bye-bye, Wigglytuff. Holy smokes. And we leave this with relatively good health. We're at about 50% health. That's enough for Charizard to put in some work here, especially when they run Incinerate as their fast move on the Mad Cargo. We can get to a couple of Dragon Claws here, as we are resisting this fast move pressure, and we're going for Dragon Claw number 2. Charizard is on a roll, guys. This is why we've got it on this team here. And we are slowly but surely chipping away at this Mad Cargo, forcing them to throw their energy. They cannot farm down, guys. We were going to make it to another Dragon Claw and then go Stone Edge there. Come back in with Scrafty, and it's not double charm. That was a little disappointing to see, I must admit, guys. But this is still fine. This is what I meant when I said we got pretty close, but didn't quite see what we wanted to see with this team. But as we are seeing in this video, the team is still very strong and performs very well against everything else that doesn't happen to be double charm. And gonna tank this Psychic here. We let that go, and gonna go for the back-to-back Sludge Bombs here. They can let this go from this health range, but I do imagine they shield. Yeah, they do shield. And we are going to go for Sludge Bomb number 2 here. Now, if we can get this low enough, we can foul play this Medi. They can farm us down all they want. That's fine. This is just about within foul play range plus a few counters. So I'm going to let this go. This is just a power-up punch. That's all they can really go for. And we do survive that, and we will build up to the foul play and go for the foul play. I'm telling you guys, this team was a lot of fun and very powerful. We say bye-bye to the Medicham. And that Magcargo is toast, my friends. We do counter down, and we lead the match with a Shield to spare. Scrafty, 1 shield flexing on the somewhat double charm line, but good game, well played. I'll tell you guys, if you see Magcargo leads, you can grin from ear to ear, because there's a good chance there are 2 charmers in the back. And here we go. This is far from a Magcargo. This is a Charizard, so with all Charizard leads, we go into the mirror with our own Charizard, and we go straight Dragon Claw. Like I said, it does enough nice, consistent, neutral damage across the board. They always try to build up to that Blast Burn. We are sure that this is a bait, but we're going to shield either way, because we want to get the Charizard a little lower than this here. We are going for Dragon Claw number 2. I do suspect we will start to grab shields. When they shield like this, guys, you know that they have double fighters in the back. This is looking like my Charizard double fighter line yet again. And that is the team read that we are making here. Going to go for another Dragon Claw. They can shield us all they want. If they do, that's fine. But no, they let it go, opting to take the shield advantage. And there it is, Scrafty. If they come in with a Scrafty or Medicham, you can bet the house that there is another fighter in the back. So that's how we're playing this. Gotta go for this big Blast Burn, and we do grab the shields. Shields are now down on both ends, and Charizard put in the work. So now what we can do is come in with our own Scrafty. We tank a couple of power-up punches, no problem, and we will be able to get to a power-up punch of our own. We are fully reading at this point that there is a Medicham in the back, also known as my Charizard double fighter line that I featured not too long ago on the channel. And we do get to that power-up punch. Gonna go for the power-up punch. Should be just about enough to allow us to take out the Scrafty. We do. We say bye-bye to the Scrafty. Oh, not quite. Not before. That Scrafty said, no, buddy, I ain't done here. I'm going for another one, and that's fine. They do aggro swap into the Medicham, locking themselves in yet again in the top left as it was lights out for them. Oh man, I created a monster with that fighter, Charizard double fighter line. Had to restore some order to the Love Cup. Good game, well played. So as you can see, guys, this team is quite solid. Really puts in the work. Allows you to work out of lead losses like this. That's exactly what we have. We had a Medicham, and we actually go into our Galarian Slowbro safe swap. That is the dedicated safe swap on this team. If you lose lead, you got to go into Slowbro. It has it's a little bit more flexible than Charizard, and we do let that we do shield actually, and they meet us with a Rock Throw Magcargo. So we are well ahead on energy, going for the big Psychic, and they let that go. That does big damage on the Magcargo, and we've got another one locked and loaded for it. They may have to start shielding if they want to flip switch, and they do. That is fine, and I don't believe we will get to another move. That is absolutely fine as well. We're going to come in and look to farm down this Magcargo. They are at a potential overheat, but Scrafty has nice bulk, doesn't even get us into the red, and we do farm down. Fully expecting that Medicham to come back in, and we are primed and ready to bring in our Charizard. They are thinking long and hard, holy smokes. And they have an Electrode in the back, so getting a little sweaty here. What we're going to do is bait. I suspect they're going to want to shield this, and they do, because I was expecting them seeing their Electrode as the potential win condition. So we will shield up the discharge, and because we baited, guys, successfully, we will get to a Blast Burn. Going to overload by 1 just so that we can have some energy for the Medi. We say bye-bye to the Electrode, and now we are looking pretty good here. Not quite going to make it to another Blast Burn, and I doubt they let us get to one anyway, so just going to do as much damage as we can on our way out here. and we actually force them to throw. This is beautiful because the Medicham is just about within foul play range. It is definitely within foul play range now, and we do get to this foul play. I'm telling you, this team puts in the work, allowing us to say bye-bye to the Medicham. And Scrafty has come in clutch yet again, taking out the Medicham to close the game strong. Good game, well played. I'm telling you guys, if you guys hate Double Charm as much as I do, but also want a very solid team that performs, this team might be for you. But we had an Alomomola. They pivot into their own Charizard, so as with all Charizard safe swaps on the opponent's team, we meet it with our own for the mirror. Gonna go for the Dragon Claw here, and we do grab an early shield from them. We will return the shield in kind. We generally play out the the twos if necessary, because that allows you to really put the pressure on the Charizard and make them really think as to whether they want to let it go down or give up their shields. And they did grab our second and final shield, and we are likely going to grab theirs as well. And now shields are down on both ends, and their wing attacks with that shadow bonus really did a number on us. We couldn't quite get to our Dragon Claw as well. They were slightly ahead on energy as well, but gonna come in with Slowbro as this is a shadow and we are able to farm down, but we don't quite have the alignment that we want. That was unfortunate. They do come back in with the Alomomola. Gonna pressure their health, take a little bit of their health with a Psychic, and then look to make the play into our own Scrafty. And I'm not sure what they could have in the back. It's a Medicham, so that is unfortunate. I really wasn't sure what they could have had in the back behind the Alomomola lead, and it happened to be a Medi, so that's not ideal. For obvious reasons, they're going to go Power Up Punch there, and we're going to try our very best to make it to another foul play, and we do! PvP IVs on Scrafty coming in clutch. Really important in the Great League, I would say, and we do get that foul play off, but we can't quite KO, and this Medicham is boosted, and they did farm us down. This is definitely going to be a boosted Psychic, and we have no shields. Zigged when we should have zagged in this one. Couldn't quite get it done, but good game, well played. Oh, this team was fun, and I wanted to get this one out relatively early on Go Battle Day for you guys. And here we go. Nightmare lead. We're going into our safe swap. Galarian Slowbro. It looks like they're staying in a little bit here. I would not advise them doing this, but we are absolutely fine with it. They usually like to chip and dip with a Psychic, but they bait us. Oh, wow. Was not expecting that. If you're going to go through all that, you might as well throw the Psychic because they boosted themselves, and now they clear their own debuff. Not an ideal way to play that, I would say, but they come in with an Ariados, and we are well ahead on energy. And Ariados is another Pokemon that you really don't have to be too afraid of with Slowbro. They go for the neutral lunge, but guys, we are resisting this fast move pressure, and Psychic hits like a truck. Gonna go for this next Psychic, and we grab the second shield. We are seeing a golden opportunity to flip switch here. Gonna shield this next potential move. Or no, we let it go. We were fine to go down. I completely forgot about that, and we survived the resisted poison stings. We are debuffed, but my goodness, Slowbro hits like a truck. We're saying bye-bye to the Ariados, and just like that, Slowbro coming in clutch, flip and switch. You'll love to see it. Allowing us to align our Charizard onto this Medicham. They baited us last time, not falling for that nonsense again, and they look foolish, baiting a flyer with Power Up Punch. You love to see it. So now we will shield the potential Psychic as it is boosted, and that would likely one-shot, and we do successfully shield that. And oh, they got a Laurentis in the back. Oh my goodness. We've got a Blast Burn. We're saying bye-bye to the Laurentis, and the Medicham is just about done as well, as we were going to get to a Dragon Claw, and they do concede the match. Oh my goodness, what a way to end off the video. Holy smokes. Good game, well played to our opponent, and that is the team, my friends. So, like I said at the beginning, I designed this to be an anti-double charm line. The most common double charm line that you'll see in this meta is Mad Cargo with 2 Charmers in the back. You could also see it with a Alomomola and 2 Charmers in the back, and recently I've seen it with a, oh goodness, what is the thing? Miltank, excuse me, Miltank and 2 Charmers. So this team I designed to perform well against all of those. as Scrafty is quite powerful in this meta. If it's not a Medicham, a Charizard, or a Charmer, Scrafty's going to be doing very well against it. And we've got 2 anti-charms in the back. But again, if you don't see any double charm like I did, you can rest assured that this team will still perform beautifully. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you guys.